Good. So welcome to Qigong on Tuesday in July. My name's Jnanadaya, and I'm here with Guillaume. Guillaume's very kindly stepped in to do tech and to do some Qigong. So maybe, Guillaume, could you say hello? Just people might know Guillaume a lot because he's done lots of support. He's Maitro Bandit's right-hand man. So it's nice to have him. Welcome to everybody to the class. So we'll do a fairly standard class, maybe a bit more of the brocade, a bit more internal stretching. So let's start by warming up. So feet hip width apart, knees slightly bent, and we just swing the arms. And as usual, we'll do this about 5 to 10 minutes. Just come sideways on. So it's just a gentle swing. Two things to remember, so that the hands don't touch. And ideally, they don't come above shoulder height, so not to put a strain on the heart. Just slowly warming up, helping the blood to circulate more freely and helping the chi to circulate. And if you like, you can extend the fingers a bit on the upswing and raise the toes. That's entirely up to you. Oh yeah, and you can, I keep forgetting, you can also bounce from time to time. I tend not to do it, but some people like bouncing. Guillaume likes bouncing. Good. So 2 weeks' time, it will be the second day of the summer retreat. So I imagine there'll be lots of people for Qigong during the summer retreat. The combined retreat with Sheffield, Brixton, Cambridge, I think, Dublin. So do look at that. We did a home retreat a few months ago, and that was really amazing. I was on that and really enjoyed it. Surprisingly, like a proper retreat. So you can make it almost like a retreat just at home. I think it's recommended to take the week off if you can. And yeah, there'll be meditation talks, ritual groups. Zoom groups, breakout groups. This time last year I was on, well, roughly this time I was on the summer retreat in Suffolk at the Drasla, which was really great. Next week I'll be there as well on solitary retreats, so somebody else will be doing Qigong or yoga, I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe Guillaume will be doing Qigong. Okay, so just warming up. Come sideways on. Today's session's called Softening the Heart. So I've done quite a few of these Qigong sessions, and I keep struggling to find titles. Ideally, I'll just have Qigong, so we're softening the heart. So we'll do a bit more fire than usual. So fire is associated with the heart. And we might well do cow looking at the moon, which is a combination of fire and metal. It'd be nice one day to do a class with people who've been doing this class regularly for for a while and actually get a chance to talk to you. So it's not just me prattling on or talking. Okay, let's just stop and just shake out. And hands on hips. Let's just rotate the hips. Smiling because I don't know if you've been coming to the Qigong sessions for a while. Both Guillaume and I have been involved in the Sakavati chess competition, and I'm just glowing in my victory over Vidyadhaka yesterday, which has been somewhat counterbalanced by a crushing defeat in an online chess game from somebody in one of my study groups, or in my study group, who really ought to know better than to beat me so horribly. Anyway, it's funny how these things can have quite a strong effect. I remember Guillaume saying that he found it hard to sleep after a loss, or after a win as well. It's a little bit exhilarating. A bit life and death chess. Well, it's not really, but it feels a bit like it. Yeah. I'm not sure I can take very much more. Okay, let's go the other way. I don't know if drafts is any easier on the heart, or whether it's just equally painful or exhilarating. Or backgammon. Give another plug. Actually, we've got tonight is the Tuesday night class which I'm involved with, and it's Stiramanis, who was ordained. He was publicly ordained, I think, via Zoom or YouTube just a few months ago. I think over 3,000 people have watched that, or at least clicked on it. Anyway, he's giving me a talk on mindfulness of the mind. We've been going through the 4 foundations of mindfulness. So mindfulness of the body was Pamapala's, is very, very good. I'd really recommend you catch that on YouTube, on the LBC YouTube channel. He did one on mindfulness of the body in last week. Mahamani did a very good talk on mindfulness of feeling, of pleasant, neutral, unpleasant feelings. And tonight, Stiramanis will be talking about mindfulness of mental events, like mindfulness of what goes on in the mind, which is a bit of a mystery, isn't it? It's a bit of a mystery to me what goes on in my mind, unfortunately. But so I'm sure he'll be very good. He's very, very clear-headed. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's 7:00 tonight. Okay, let's do that. We'll do one more warm-up just to get the shoulders moving a little bit. So imagine you're holding an energy ball, in breath, raising it, out breath, tracing the inside of a circle. So breathing in and breathing out. So this is in time to your own breathing. And it's not a stretch, it's just within your own capacity. Okay. And then just coming to the resting position. So right hand below the belly button, left hand on top. So anytime during the practice, you can just come back to this position if it's getting a little bit tough, or sit down, take it easy. So work within your own limits. It can be surprisingly strong qigong, particularly as you're quite often just standing still. But there's a lot that goes on internally. Good. Okay, and then coming into Wu Qi. So Wu Qi is hands by the side, fingers slightly spread, arms slightly rounded, space beneath the armpits. Come sideways on. Knees bent as usual, above the feet, so not knees sort of coming out. What else? Oh yeah, so as you hips not too far forward or too far out, so a neutral position with the pelvis. I can enjoy the gladioli. These are Tesco's finest gladioli. We couldn't get our usual flowers last week, but they've done very well. Okay, so hopefully we're beginning to soften the heart now. So we're working on all of the organs with Wu Qi. We're connected to the ground, through the feet, sky through the crown of the head. And just relaxing. You can think of me next week in the Suffolk countryside doing some Wu Qi in the open air. Hopefully it's not raining. I'm looking forward to that. It's good to do Qigong outside if you can, and certainly somewhere pretty well ventilated. But outside's good. And if you're outside, from what I've read, it's good to have the sun at your back and to be facing a tree, if you can find a tree. Maybe one more thing to mention, actually, you probably know already, but the centre is now partially reopened. So there's an opportunity to book, to come in at, I think only for about 16 places, but on Thursday evenings we're opening this shrine room to 16 people for the Jnanadaya Maitreya Bandhu evening. So you can go to the London Buddhist Centre online and try and book a place on one of those evenings, if you'd like. It's very nice that the centre's starting to be used a bit, although I do quite like it. Well, I'm the caretaker, so it means it's a lot cleaner with fewer people using it. That's not a great thing to say, but it's true. Yes, on the other hand, I hope that when you do come back, if you do come to LBC, you'll notice the centre's been given a pretty good overhaul. Okay, let's come into wood. So wood is as if you're holding the beach ball towards the bottom. So again, the arms are rounded, fingers slightly spread, relaxing the shoulders. Just come sideways on, just to give you another perspective. So again, just making sure that the pelvis is in that neutral position. So not too far forward, not too far back, just nicely in the middle. You can sink down a bit further if you like, just make sure the knees don't extend over the toes. And looking ahead. Okay, checking out. So having a little rest. So I think we'll move into metal and then into fire. We'll do something slightly different with metal. So let's move into, well, let's give it a moment and then move into metal. So this is, as if you're holding the beach ball around the middle, space underneath the armpits, fingers spread, relaxing the shoulders, looking ahead. You could have your hands a bit lower here. Yeah, that's good. A metal. So it's for the lungs. This is a lung position. Just hold it for another minute and then we'll just do something a little bit extra. Okay, so what we'll do is just kind of slowly sort of just bring in the fingers into a fist. And just sort of starting with the little finger, just do 3 more. And then just shake out. Again, let's just shake the arms, just from side to side. Thumbs up, just swinging the arms, loosening the shoulders. Right. Okay. And then just raise the left arm, and with the right arm, just sort of trace the inside of left arm down and then away. Okay. And then raising the right arm and doing the same again on the other side. Be careful with the mic. Okay. And then you can do this, something similar with down the center. I won't do it because I've got the mic just there. So you sort of trace the just down through, I guess, the center line and then out, and with the left hand similarly out. So we're just tracing down your body, sweeping away. Don't know what you're sweeping away. Something. All right, that's good. And yeah, I thought we could just sort of just swing around a bit. So yeah, keeping facing forward and swinging the arms, letting them flop around the sides. And then I want to be careful with the mic again, but just one hand sort of tapping the chest, the other one the back. Okay, good. And let's come into fire. So we come into the heart position. So hands come up, facing outwards, about cheek height, knees bent. Just in fire, looking ahead. Won't do this for too long. Yeah, so if it's starting to feel a bit much, do stop, do come to rest. When I'm away next week, it'll probably be Jayaka who takes the class, and I think the class can be called something like working with the edge or playing with the edge. He's quite he might have you hold the positions a bit longer. It's good if we can to just test the edge of our tolerance without overdoing it, of course. But I do quite like his classes. That it's a bit of a stretch for me. Okay, let's give it about another minute of fire. You can sink down a bit lower if you want to. Kim's yawning. It's obviously evoking a lot of tiredness.
So who else we have left to play the chess game? Alex.
Kim's asking who else is left in the chess tournament. So Styromanis is, I think he must be the favourite. He's pretty clever and clear-minded and very, very meticulous. So he's through. I'm through on the other side of the draw. And I don't know if you guys will know, there's Alex Moore is playing Shantikara. That'll be a good game. Alex is very methodical, I think, and Shantikara's pretty fiery. And then, Claudia and Max. I don't know if the young guys, Claudia and Max are playing. So that may mean nothing to most of you. It might mean something to some of you. It means a lot to us, as you can gather. Good. All right. So let's come back to Wuchi. And we'll do Cow Looking at the Moon, which is one of the brocades. So it's a mixture of metal and fire with a bit of a twist. So I can just show you, if you've not done it before, you can, on the in-breath, you kind of come up to metal, and then you just do a twist to the left and come into fire and look up through the hands. So not too much of a twist, but just enough. Then come back to metal, and then down. So breathing into metal, twisting, breathing out to fire, coming back, breathing into metal, and down. Okay, we do it on alternate sides. I forgot that bit. So we'll do it to my right now. So come breathing in, twisting to the right, coming back, and down. It's quite nice to have a little bit of a twist. And one more. Get a little shake. I'll do a little side bend as well. So let's start off to the left. So weight onto the right foot, and then left heel comes off the ground, right hand comes over, left hand stays close, and just a little stretch to the left. So I guess it's a stretch on the right side, and then coming over, weight onto the left foot, left heel up, leaning over. Nice and gentle. Do that 6 more times. Most of these things you can do sitting down as well. You could do this sitting down. If you would sit down, you want to kind of counterbalance with your arm, the other arm. I've lost count. We'll just do 2 more. Good, okay. And let's do another one of the brocade. That was another That was another one of the brocades. And we'll do the punching one. So the thumb comes inside the fist. So you put your thumb inside, close the hand over it. So it's a health position rather than a fighting one. And you just sort of we're going to punch out one way and then kind of cross over. There's a bit of a crossover. And when you kind of get to the extension, you can also grit your teeth if you want to. And do a little out breath. Guillaume's enjoying a little bit of frustration coming out. Let's do 3 more. Okay. Good. And then back into Wuji. So I hope you've enjoyed the class. I hope your heart feels a bit softer. I'm not sure. I think mine does. And just enjoying the last few minutes of the class. And I'll just make the usual slightly uninspired appeal for me today for just to say that everything we do freely and is a free class. And we also do appreciate any help that you can give us to keep going, really. So we are looking to lose, I think, I don't know, let's be interesting to see, what the situation is, but it was predicted we'd lose about £10,000 a month in the next 3 months. So any help you can give us is very much appreciated. So I think there's a link beneath the video, so you can just click on that, and it should be fairly straightforward. And do log on tonight if you can. So that's 7 o'clock. Third of the Satipatthanas, mindfulness of the mind. And next week will be mindfulness of reality. So Sthiramanas, mindfulness of the mind. Okay, let's just gather up the energy. So on the in-breath, gathering up. Left hand on top of the right, over the chest. And gather up to the left. And to the right. And swim the hands to the kidneys, give them a nice little rub. Breathe in. And then rub the hands together. Always the best bit, this one. Bit of heat and massage the neck. Great, so hopefully see you tonight, but maybe Thursday as well. Okay, have a good day. Bye.